What's a small lie you told that snowballed so much you had to keep it up? I was 17 when I told the dumbest lie of my life. There was this girl in my AP chemistry class named Isabel, who I had the biggest crush on. She was smart, funny, and spoke perfect Spanish since her family was from Colombia. One day after class, she mentioned how attractive she found guys who could speak her language fluently. Without thinking, I blurted out that I was fluent in Spanish too. Just like that. Completely made it up on the spot. Her face lit up immediately. Really? That's amazing. You should totally join our Spanish club. We meet every Thursday after school. I said yes before my brain could stop my mouth. That Thursday, I showed up to my first Spanish club meeting knowing exactly 3 phrases from watching Dora the Explorer as a kid. I spent the entire hour nodding along, laughing when everyone else laughed, and throwing out random sí and claro responses whenever someone looked at me. Isabel was impressed. She kept talking to me in rapid Spanish between classes, and I'd just smile and nod like I understood every word. I started staying up late with Duolingo, memorizing basic phrases and downloading Spanish music to my phone. I even learned a few jokes off the internet to throw into conversations. The lie kept growing. By senior year, I was somehow elected vice president of the Spanish club. Not because I was good at Spanish, but because I'd gotten really good at pretending. Isabel and I started dating, and she constantly told people how cool it was that her boyfriend spoke her language. College came around, and we both ended up at the same university. That's when things got really complicated. Isabel invited me to dinner with her family during Parents' Weekend. Her entire family spoke only Spanish at the dinner table. I sat there for 2 hours, smiling and nodding, throwing out my usual "qué interesante" and "muy bueno," while having absolutely no clue what anyone was saying. Her dad asked me a direct question about my major, and I just stared at him blankly before Isabel jumped in to translate. I told her later that I was just nervous meeting her parents for the first time. She bought it. By junior year, I'd gotten decent at reading and writing Spanish from all my secret studying, but I still couldn't understand fast conversations or speak naturally. I kept the lie going because I was in too deep. I even put fluent in Spanish on my resume when applying for summer internships. That's where everything fell apart. I landed an internship with a government legal office that handled immigration cases. They had my resume on file, and one day their usual translator called in sick right before a surprise ICE raid at a warehouse downtown. My supervisor looked at my resume and said, "Chris speaks Spanish fluently. He can interpret." Before I could object, I was shoved into a van heading to this massive warehouse operation. Federal agents were everywhere, and there were about 30 terrified workers who only spoke Spanish. The agents were relying on me to communicate everything clearly and accurately. One man grabbed my arm and started speaking rapidly in Spanish, tears streaming down his face. I caught maybe 30% of what he was saying. Something about his sister, something about papers, something about not wanting to be separated. The agents were asking me what he said, and I panicked. I told them he was asking about his sister and didn't want to be separated from her. What I didn't realize was that he'd actually been trying to tell me that some workers were hiding in a back room and that one of them had a weapon for protection. My mistranslation made everything worse. I accidentally told the lead agent that the workers were talking about hiding weapons. Chaos erupted. They started zip-tying everyone aggressively, shouting orders, and 2 workers got hurt when agents tackled them thinking they were armed. There were no weapons. It was a complete misunderstanding caused by my terrible Spanish skills. An internal investigation was launched when someone realized the translations had been completely wrong. I was fired immediately. The lie was finally exposed after 4 years of living it. Isabel found out the truth when my supervisor called her looking for character references. She broke up with me that same day, disgusted that I'd faked my way into her world and her family's trust for years. Her exact words were, "You lied about something that was part of who I am." I lost my internship, my girlfriend, and my reputation all because I couldn't admit I didn't speak Spanish in a high school chemistry class.